see what's out there today. Nothing. Let's get some lights on. That's it? Oh, we gotta do something about that. Welcome back, OG fam. If you saw the intro, you know what we're working on today. We're working on lighting for the garage. We don't have a car in here right now because, well, it just left. And I'll insert a clip of that here. But what we're working on are the lights. The lighting. We've got to fix the lighting in here if we're going to do any more work in our garage. And how are we going to do it? Bam. 4-foot LED shop lights. Thank you, Costco. Now, this is not a sponsored video. We purchased them ourselves, but we got them from Costco. So we're going to install them today. Stay with us, stay tuned, and enjoy. So this is what we're working with. 4-foot LED shop lights, 42 watts, 4,000 lumens, 50,000 life hours with a 4,000K color temp. So the way we're doing it, we're going to do it the easy way. There's already lights there, and we're going to keep those bulbs, but what we're going to do is we're going to use these guys. So this thing threads in there, okay? Then you thread your bulb in the end, so it sticks in like this, thread your bulb in the end, and now you've got plugs up there. So we're going to make it so that it's totally reversible. If we don't like it, we can take it off. And since it's Costco, you know what that means? We can return it. So let's get into the unboxing. Lots of cardboard. That's good. It's recyclable. Okay, here's our parts for if we're going to hang it. What I'm going to try to do with this guy is flush mount it, which that's what we want to do. Here's the instrucciones. Yeah, these are in English, so I'm not really. Yeah, I'm guessing we can flush mount them. I guess we'll find out. So, here's the plug. Again, this is how we're gonna do it. Bam. It'll be up there. We'll zip tie it. We'll make it look all good. Here's the light. You can see all the mounting areas. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay, real quick. See the dimension between the two holes? So we're gonna mount it in line. We're gonna use these two mounting holes on the ends, right? We're gonna put them in a stud so it's nice and secure. Look at the dimension it has for me. 46.96 inches. Last I checked, 0.96 inches is a little difficult to find on a tape measure. Come on, guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna do the hardest part first. That's how I like to do things around here. Just get the hard work out of the way first. Bam! Let's see if that works. Ta-da! Means it's got juice. All right, here we go. So I was able to line a little bit of it up when the garage door was open so that I have an idea on where I can place it before the garage door covers the end of it. It's not what we want. Granted, we're going to be using these for the most part when the garage door's shut, it's at night, whatever. So blocking it is not that big of a deal. I say that now. Okay, so we're going to line it up with this truss here. pencil. Okay, I had to go get my trusty pencil. I use a mechanical pencil because when I'm on the ladder and the lead breaks, I don't want to have to jump down and sharpen it. So, let's see here. Well, there's the edge of it. And it's about 1/4 inch for the screw hole. So I'll measure from this down to there, 46.96 inches, which I've basically figured out that it's 47 and 31/32, because a 32nd of an inch will give you about 32 thousandths, which that is 46.96 is 40 thousandths away from 47 inches. I figure 8 thousandths, it's like 2.5 hairs. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. So we just have to get her lined up from there. I'm gonna kind of see if this is really, if I want it here, if I want it further down. I would say that's good enough. Maybe we'll go down a little bit further, huh? If I keep moving this, we're just gonna have a connect the dot puzzle on the ceiling here. Okay, let me get my drill. We'll drill a pilot hole, but first, actually, we gotta measure. Of course, this tape measure does not have 30 seconds on it. Pretty sure it's got 16ths. So we'll have to go in between 15 16ths, 46, 15 16ths, and 47. Oh, Lord. Dear China, when you're manufacturing these things, can you please just make it a little simpler? Thank you. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Difficult to say the absolute least. We're going to have to try to make a mark with the actual tape measure. There's my pencil again. Here we go. For the mark. Now remember, ladder safety. Make sure all the legs are on the ground, flat. You're on flat. Whoa. Okay, you're on flat ground. Try not to contort yourself. It's just not safe. What's the worst that could happen, right? Pretty sure power runs right through there, so. Also, caution, don't scoot your ladder when you've got stuff on top of it. Again, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm gonna go one more step. I'm gonna make sure that this thing is inside that stud in the middle. Last thing you want is a crooked light. That's what I always say. Get my trusty stud finder. It's a zircon. Literally not special at all. Yep, okay. calibrated. Stud finder. Got it. Calibrated. Just doing a little pilot holes all. That's all we want to do. Ugh. Does that remind anybody of like the dentist? Sounds terrible. I got a deal on these cobalts from Lowe's. It was probably around Christmas. I ended up getting like a kit. Christmas last year, Father's Day, something like that. Where I got the blower that you saw in video 4 of the Hyundai series, which that one is the ceramic coating one with the Johns 360. Loved it. You can find that at the card up here on the left. Check it out. Okay. Because I like to live on the edge, we're going to leave stuff up top. All right. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take a measurement from the wall to the screw, see how far away from the wall it is. There is a ton of people in the neighborhood today. They must be selling houses like hotcakes. I don't know why. All right, 77 inches ish. All right, that is about correct. We are good to go. Now right here's the part of the video where I silenced it because the screw gun I'm using is a brushless motor. So it's super loud, super whiny, a lot like my kids. So thought I'd help you guys out. We'll use that guy to get it up there. But we're going to come back. We're going to get it up there. We'll probably get a hand screwdriver to fine tune it. But let's get it up there and let's see if it mounts. I don't know if you guys can hear our fence, our gate outside. It is super duper windy right now. Bang! Okay, now all you gotta do is tighten this baby up so it sits a little tighter. But you typically have to get it off to do that first. So let's go in. A little too far away for that guy. Boom. Just a little tighter. Ah, now you know it's locked in place. Okay, hold on. You ready? Bam! Oh, buddy. That is bright, bright, baby. Okay, OG fam, thanks for sticking around. I hope you learned something today. So I finished it on this side. We're going to kind of clean up the cables a little bit there. We'll use some zip ties. We'll get it up on the ceiling a little bit better. But I'm going to complete the steps that I did here. I'm going to do it for the other side. I'll get both the lights in. Probably insert a picture at the end of both the lights up. But again, OG fam, thanks for sticking around. Be sure to subscribe. If the video helped you at all, just hit the like button. Remember, subscribe. Comment below. Have you guys installed these lights before? Any LED shop lights or whatever? Let me know how your experience was. This was actually super easy. I know I probably made it look difficult, but it wasn't too bad. So, and thanks for sticking around. Hope you learned something, and we will see you on the next one. The finished product. Ooh. Yeah, much brighter. Oh man, she's dirty again. Well, it was absolutely worth it.